Hey,
Sounds sus.
have you ever thought about doing any news jobs, you know, to get those cameras and that you can listen to people?
Yeah, I started and then stopped.
You started and stopped. Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to do that shit. Me and Zulu were planning to do some tomorrow so we can get up there, you know, use the whole day and focused on that shit and do some news stories. Just put him, you know, on the mic and I can just hold the camera.
Yeah, yeah. See, that was my go-to thing.
Yeah. Yeah, holding the
Okay,
camera.
Jay.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
no,
is
no,
your
no, no,
interview
no,
now.
no, no. I'm not, no, fuck
Alright.
that. No,
So
it's
Carl
no.
Johnny Black.
Fuck no.
What do you think about the recent changes to legislation? Are you aware of them?
I have no clue. What is the recent changes?
There is no longer stop and go.
What does that mean? What is a stop and go?
Oh, did you even know stop and go was a thing?
No? What is stop and go? What is that
It's where
like?
you just stopped at a red light and then you can drive through it after you stopped.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I know that. I know about that. You can do that.
Yeah, they removed that. Carl Johnny Black, what are your thoughts on the fact that Judge Angel has made a new department, new branch of the PD, called the what were they called? The Marshals,
Marshals.
where they can look into any government official that's been elected for any wrongdoing, the corruption.
I think the problem with the whole thing is when you have the government kind of like looking into the government. What I mean about that is like if you have the marshals who probably will be from the police force and the government itself, there will be no wrongdoing because, you know, they're helping each other. So what is the point?
Now, to further on from that, what are your
Mm.
thoughts with the fact that you have to now pay money for them to investigate?
Why would I need to pay money for them to investigate if they have done something wrong?
Good question. Apparently, now you need to pay for them to investigate an elected official.
Shouldn't that be already been paid for by the elected official looking into... I don't understand why this is some fucking teapot party where everybody is fucking kumbaya my lord, you know, and watching their own bags.
Your thoughts on the fact that there's going to be two mayors, one for the city and one for the county?
I think that is a great thing, not gonna lie. I don't think a mayor that's voted in for the city is just for the city. We've seen with the past mayor, it was mainly focused on Los Santos. What happened in Blaine County? Nothing. They promised, you know, a lot of shit up here, nothing happened. So getting a mayor who has a full focus about the Blaine County, I think is a good thing for Sandy and for Polito to be able to, you know, activate the hospital, whatever they need to do with the BZSO, and yeah, get this place to be a thriving community.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on Andi Mayer's running for the fourth time as Blaine County mayor?
I think Andi can be a good fit. She's always a person who's been listening to Voice of Reasons, you know, and looking out for everybody. It doesn't matter what your name is, what your status is, you know what I mean? If you have a great idea, you will be able, you know, to talk to her and she will listen.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Nino running for the city vote?
And my thought, I think Nino is a great guy. He's a person who, as well, is kind of like Andi. He doesn't give a fuck who you are, you know? He stands for what he's doing. And I think he will do what's best, you know, for the people.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a big voice. He has a reputation. He has a name. And I think it can be a good thing.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the fact that Hades is backing Nino and Andi?
I think it's great, gonna be honest with you. Both of them are two good candidates. They're both two candidates that, even though we're backing them, like, if they don't agree with something we bring up, you know, they will tell it to your face. And I think that transparency is very Gucci to have with elected official. And, you know, there will be the same with other groups or other people or, yeah, the government itself.
Okay. Mr. Black, what are your thoughts on the fact that they're now bringing back elected judges? That means where people vote for judges to get their position. You might remember someone like Reggie was once voted in.
Yeah, I think it can be both ways. What I mean about that, I think it's a good thing that the judges be voted in by the people. But at the same time, you know that probably there will be some judges maybe, you know, going the opposite way, and people will invest a lot of money to be able to get their own judge, you know. But still, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, everything coming from the state will mean that, you know, they're for the state and only for the state. If you get the vote in for the judges, They're more accountable for what they're doing.
Mm.
And it's people's choice, you know, not the government's choice.
Mm, mm, mm.
And I think
Do you have
that
any
is
good?
a great thing.
Sorry, go on.
No, sorry.
Okay. Do you have any good people in mind that you would like to push for a judge?
Do I have any people in mind that I will push for a judge? No, I don't.
There's no one that you currently like that would be a good judge.
I think Reggie Might would be a good
Don't you
judge. He
fucking say it.
was.
Fuck off.
He was a good judge when he was
I'm gonna
one.
edit that out.
The only problem with Reggie Might was like he went in with the position that I gotta change the world. And you know, it's good that you have that, you know, and you want to try to do that, but I think he knew as well as everybody around, like, you can't change shit, gonna be honest with you. You just need to go there, do your job, and then, you know, dip on. I think being a judge is a very harsh job. It doesn't matter, like, you're doomed if you do, you're doomed if you don't. So you need to have strong people in that position who's able to handle, you know, a lot of loud voices. Doesn't matter which way you're ruling.
Hey, Mr. Black, what's your thoughts on Kit Archer's recent win, 2-time back-to-back for her court case today?
Oh, I didn't know that, but I heard that she's a promising, you know, lawyer. She's getting out there. She's getting a name for herself, and it's good to hear, you know, she's doing a great job.
Also, Mr. Black, what are your thoughts on potential new prospects for Hades?
Potential new prospect. Do
Yes.
we have a name?
No, just asking.
No, it's looking promising, gonna be honest with you. There's a lot happening, a lot of new faces, some old faces coming back as well. So I think we're standing on a good foot. We're doing our thing, you know what I mean? And we take it day by day, and we've been at the top before, some of the people, you know, who's here, and we know we can make it again if we need to.
Okay. And what's your recent thoughts, Mr. Black, on one particular Reggie Mike crashing out?
What do you mean, Reggie might crashing out?
There was just talks on the streets that Reggie Mike's been crashing out and going crazy.
If Reggie might is going crazy, it's for a reason. As far as I know, Reggie, he never does anything without the thought behind it. So if he's showing up that he's crashing out, he's doing it on purpose, and there's a reason behind it. So if people think he's crashing out, I think they're foolish to believe so. I know this guy, he's as strong as a fucking, you know, granite stone. Cannot do anything.
What's your recent thoughts? There was a slight allegation in the wind, a slight allegation that Benji Ramos was stealing food from the slime shack and not paying for it.
Benji Ramos is stealing food. What is my thought on that? All I want to say is this. Before Benji Ramos went on vacation, we were missing fucking baggies up north. After we went on vacation, now we are the opposite way. So I think, you know, that answered my question.
So it'd be easy to say that Mr. Ramos might have sticky fingers.
Oh yeah, he has glue on his fingers, 100%.
Now, I would also say, I know this isn't my interview, I don't want to sway what you're saying at all, but I did notice it looks like he's gone up in the shirt size recently too, with these allegations of food going missing.
Not only that, I heard both his bank account and his lifestyle have changed drastically in 1.5 weeks. And where that money came from, I have no clue. But the guy is very good at getting money and doing nothing at the same time.
Now, there was also another term thrown around for Mr. Ramos. It was that he was being called a bum, does nothing. What are your thoughts on that? Is that valid or?
I wouldn't say, gonna be honest with you, that is valid enough. Maybe he doesn't do anything, but he have done something to be able to be in a position where he doesn't need to do anything because he have people to do it for him, and that is his skill set. That is his trait.
Like a dictator.
Yeah, you could call it the dictator, but he's very good with getting good people in right positions that drips money his way so he can basically sit on his big chair and, you know, get it. And that is, why not?
Okay.
If you could have done it, wouldn't you?
No, because I don't like people. I'd rather do things myself anyway. Mr. Black, what are your thoughts on a recent allegation that yourself and one Mari McKay have been heard ERPing?
Yeah, that is true.
Have anything to say about yourself for that?
Anything to say? I enjoy it. She's no enjoyed. You know what I mean? We have a good time.
But what about the people around you that have to hear it?
Well, sounds like their
What
problem.
about the demons inside your head that are subjected to this?
Sounds like their problem.
Okay. And your recent thoughts on how Vance has changed from being a Vance that looked like he was a part of Hades to now a one, and I quote, Pookie.
Is that some kind of nickname?
Apparently, it's Winter's nickname for him.
Oh. Now Vance, he came soft, gonna be honest with you. Like, this guy, he was full of life, and this guy was fucking full of work ethics, you know? And suddenly it stopped. He became a millionaire. But now he found Winter, and as far as I know,
Winter's drained him?
Probably not.
Personality?
Probably not. She will probably do it soon, and I think it's for the better. I'm on Team Winter here. I know that she will probably, this will be, what is it, like the 50 man she will marry, take his money, and then, you know, leave him on the street afterwards. And then, you know, he come back, and then he need to work again, so.
And what have your thoughts, what are your thoughts on Hades' potential new pickup for full member, one Winter season?
Winter season. I think it's a good pickup. It's a person with a lot of abilities. She's been holding her own little group of people. She's a hard worker. If she wants it, she get it, you know, and could be a good asset.
What are your thoughts on one Mari McKay joining Hades and then just dipping from everyone and abandoning us?
What you mean by that? Abandoning us?
Just leaving.
Just leaving? As far as I know, she's not leaving. She's doing what she was supposed to do, and I would love to see Mari more around, not gonna lie to you, and I know if she would be here, she would be a hell of an asset as well.
What's your thoughts on the current PD and their current...
Fuck the PD. That is like, basically... yeah, I can put a little take on it. My problem is this, and I will kind of call it out. If you are working someplace, you have a rotten apple, you need to speak up about it. If you don't do, that will affect your whole fucking system and everybody agreeing with the people who are rotten. I know that you shouldn't, you know, judge a main character because of somebody else, but when you're a bypass standard just watching it and don't do anything with it, I will judge you. And right now, there's too many rotten apples in the department of the PD. People are not vocal about it or do anything with it, then you are as bad as that rotten person. And that is my take on it. That's why I'm telling you,
so we
fuck
should
the
cut
PD.
down the tree and burn it.
Well, you should burn the fucking rotten part of the tree and then, you know, make it flourish again, you know?
What's your thoughts on one Jayden Dennis only ever showing up for doing a heist and shooting?
I think that is false. I see him almost every day up in Sandy doing some work.
Okay.
I think Jayden is the type of person who doesn't, you know, tweet out and be like, I'm here, you know? He's not like, he doesn't need to be seen, but I know that he does a lot of great work. He wake up different hours and make sure that everybody's Gucci and taking care, you know? He's the treasurer, and I feel like he's doing a great job.
Some may have said that his attitude changed severely when one Reggie might became Hades' #1 hacker. Thoughts?
Thoughts? I think, as far as I know, Jayden, since he lost the #1 spot, he wants to get that spot back. So he will probably go into hibernation, work hard, and try to claim that spot again.
Okay. Well, Mr. Black, thank you very much for the interview today. Taken up enough of your time.
Oh,
any final words?
No, now the King of Sandy is ready to go out and do the King of Sandy work, alright?